Hello all, welcome to this video on collaborating with documentation and marketing teams. In this video, you will see how the support teams collaboratively work with the documentation and marketing teams to create better customer experience. Organizations have recognized the importance of knowledge-based management in providing customer support. They are now known to help customers find solutions to problems on their own and set the stage for ticket deflection. Everything is fast-paced and within one's reach, that people want to find solutions to their problems themselves first before reaching out to someone else. To do that, they need material to assist them, and this is where documentation comes in handy. Let's quickly go and see how documentation is important to Desk. Now let's first see why documentation team need to collaborate with support teams. First, it reduces the time taken for customers to find answers to their questions. When Desk users want to find a solution for something within a product, they will first look into the online help or knowledge base in Help Center to find a solution for themselves. Only when they either do not find an online help solution at all, or if the online help is not helpful, do they reach out to customer support. Second point is that it improves response time of the support team. It is important that the support team and the documentation team work collaboratively so that the help content is up to date and knowledge base has possible solutions for every possible query from a customer. This would directly help minimize the number of tickets coming to the support team. Thirdly, it increases customer success and reduces friction or churn. A happy customer is directly equivalent to loyal customer. So the customer relationship runs smooth and steady and strong. Therefore, the need for triangle relationship between product, documentation, and support becomes a necessary. All three should be in synchronization and work hand in hand to be consistent with their approach to customers. Let's see more about it in the next slide. Now let's see how documentation team can collaborate with the support team. Writing self-service content for customers. As discussed before, customers can find solutions to their queries by searching through the knowledge base articles. Writing response content for agents. Support agents and the documentation team collaboratively work to be consistent with their responses to their customers. Using the same tone in articles and the same tone while responding to customers helps improve customer trust in the product and company. Identifying new content to write. Let's say that a product receives a feature update. The support team is trained to tackle queries regarding the new feature, and the documentation team immediately prepares the required responses and documentation for that new feature. Updating existing content for relevance. Not just new feature, but any new update to the product such as interface change is also to be brought to the notice of the support and the documentation teams so that the help articles are relevant to the product. Desk enables you to mark your articles as private, that is, only agents with the Desk team whom you would like to view the articles can view the articles. But remember that the reviewer has to be within Desk. Manager has to be added as agent in Desk and associated as reviewer in knowledge base for the review process to work. Now let's quickly see how agents can tag tickets with a new resolution. Later we will see how agents can also tag documentation team in ticket comments. Now let's quickly see how agents can tag tickets with a new resolution. Later we will see how agents can also tag documentation team in ticket comments. To begin with, let's move to the KB articles. Let us create a category first where you want your articles to be displayed. Click Create Category. You can add a description if required, and also select the department for which you want to create this category. So the category that you just created will be available only for the associated departments. You can also choose to make this category visible to agents or public or groups as required. So you can also add reviewers if required. Let me add one person. So now that we are done creating the category, let's click Add. So the category that you just created appears here. You can choose to edit this later if required, and also delete if required. Now let's go ahead and add an article. So let's move to the Articles tab. I will choose the category that I just created and click Add Article. I can give a title for this article. You can also edit the text that you just created. You can see that the category that you created appears here, and the display permission is for agents alone. I can add tags if required. You can publish the article. You can see that the article that you just created appears here. Now that you saw how to add an article from the KB page, let's see how to add an article from the tickets page. For that, you have to go to the tickets module and open a ticket. You can go to the resolutions page and enter a new resolution. You can save and add this article. It will take you to this page now. So as usual, you can publish this article. Also, you can go to the suggested articles page and provide solutions from the already existing articles. You can either copy paste the content from here directly, see here, or you can even share the link. You can see that here. So you can also tag the department, the documentation team, and give them access to this. The notification about the new resolution that you just created appears in team feeds. This enables agents to be notified about the new article. So you can see here. The documentation team can create a view if required so that articles related to the new resolution, directly comes to this view. You can make it visible to all agents or even specify agents and then click Save. Now let's see how the documentation team uses the solutions dashboard. You can see how the team can see which of the content is used well by customers and which content is not. They can also identify things that customers are searching for today but not finding any content related to it. They can also identify which content is receiving thumbs down and which content receives thumbs up from customers and focus on improving that content. Next, we will be looking at why marketing teams need to collaborate with support teams. The first point is to collect good and bad customer feedback about an area of the business. Secondly, to identify customer advocates whose stories to promote. And thirdly, to identify real-life pain points to highlight in stories. Testimonials and use cases are few examples. Now let's see why the marketing team and the support teams need to work collaboratively. Agents can tag tickets with customer feedback. Marketing team can look at it through a custom view. Based on whether this is feedback about an aspect of the business or a customer pain point that needs to be written about, the customer team has to tag the ticket appropriately. Feedback from a form on the website can be routed to a different department, where marketing team can look at it and move to appropriate department if they feel support team needs to handle that ticket. Using Zia dashboard, the marketing team can see what aspects of the business that customers talk about with positive sentiment and drum up those in their brand messaging. Agents can tag marketing team in ticket comments with customers whom they think are very happy with the offerings and can possibly serve as advocates so that marketing team can check those and nurture those customers to be advocates. Now let's see how all these work in the product. Now let's see how the support team helps the marketing team to analyze the customer responses, for which we have to move to the customer response tickets. So here you can share the ticket with the marketing team. Share, or you can even move the ticket to the required department. The responses that you receive from the customer is very important, because when you receive countless tickets on a day, it's not enough to just reply saying, I understand. But what if you could figure out the temperament of the customer and accordingly plan your responses? Zia helps you do this. Zia scans the content of every incoming customer response and categorizes them into a positive, negative, or neutral tone. Let's see where you can see this. For this, you have to move to the dashboards module and click Zia dashboard. So this is how the dashboard looks, where you can see the incoming responses, the trend in the incoming responses. And as I said before, the sentiment analysis helps you analyze the tone of the customer. This helps you prioritize the tickets that have a negative tone and tailor your responses appropriately so that you can keep the customers always happy. Therefore, these responses from our customers are very essential from marketing point of view, because it helps brand marketing, which directly influences the decisions of a variety of customers, including both end customers and businesses. This in turn helps create a loyal customer with the scope for repeat business, as any customer's idea of a brand is going to be largely influenced by their previous experiences with that brand. After all, a happy customer is all you need to grow your business. And that's all we have for you in this video. For more information, contact us at support@zohodesk.com.